we are focusing on some interesting domestic developments concerning one Roseanne, who is going to be speaking out later this hour on Joe Rogan's podcast, maybe about her future plans. There's apparently a move afoot to try to resurrect that now canceled show, but it would be without Roseanne. The question is, how do they do that, since she's the premier producer of Roseanne? What would you call it? Not Roseanne? I don't know. But anyway, that's one of the things that might come up in this discussion. Also, the fire back and forth the day after with Samantha Bee. The president indicating today that after the slur against his daughter Ivanka, he thinks she should be fired. The former Republican Ohio State Secretary of State, Ken Blackwell, on all of these cross currents. Ken, the president's rightly upset that this was a comedian referring to his daughter in the crudest of terms. But a lot of people are going back and forth on this and saying, focus, Mr. President, on the things that matter right now. You on the brink of dealing with the North Koreans, a good jobs report, that kind of stuff, and don't get bogged down in this. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. Samantha Bee is a diversion. We had good numbers on the jobs front, with a little concern about the downtick in labor participation, but the overall news was very positive, and we should continue to look about economic growth and job creation and what's happening with the economy. Look, this is a president that operates on three principles. He never apologizes himself. Two, he uses controversy to animate and advance his agenda, and he believes that if you're right, you fight. Now, given that, I think he should basically take her on as a sideshow. Basically talk around the mainstream media and say, look, there's a double standard. And he's speaking to his base when he talks about the double standard.
Well, he did just that, saying that she should be fired. But I mean, you know, criticizing crude terms from Donald Trump is sort of like me offering you dietary advice, right? I wouldn't go there, should he?
Look, that's why I basically, let Trump be Trump. But if we can give him some guide rails, say, look, you know, throw the punch and then get back on message, because your base understands that there's a double standard at these networks in terms of how they treat people who use bad language, bad judgment, if it's in fact directed towards conservatives and Trump's base, versus if in fact it's directed at you know, somebody that the left embraces and
fair
loves.
Enough. Then